What is up, reviewies? We got a little how-to review. The Spin Clean record washer. Okay, vinyl records are back. Things that were old are now new, or they're still old, but they need to be cleaned. So Mrs. Review Board got a record player for her birthday, and then we started acquiring some records, right? So Puff gave us a bunch of his, which are really in good shape for being 40 years old. But they have some dust on them. We've also gotten some picked up from aftermarket at thrift stores and record stores that people have been touching and got fingerprints on. So we wanted a way to get them cleaned up so that we're not ruining the new stylus. So this was a good option, about $80, but it was on sale for $50, so that was even a better deal. So anywhere between $80 and $100. There's some more expensive options, but this for the price, we've ran about 40 or 50 records through it, so I know it works, and wanted to show you guys.
Welcome to the Review Board! Sit right down and just enjoy. Eat an on steak before you go out and buy. These are the guys. The Review Board! Welcome to the Review Board! Sit right down and just enjoy. Jake, Joe, Edie, Puff, and the boys are on the Review Board. Welcome to the Review Board!
Made in America and assembled in America since 1975. So it's been around for a while and it's still working. So you get this thing here and cleaning solution. You've got the brush heads to clean. Pretty simple. Let's see. The wheels. So we're gonna, you can set it if you've got 45s, 10-inch records, or the 12-inch records, the 33s. They snap down in there. Comes with these microfiber, lint-free towels. Go ahead, they recommend pre-washing them, drying them to become a little more absorbent. Those work nice, and then clean them. Those are reusable. Distilled water, fill it up to that first line right in there. So they do recommend distilled water. If you don't have it, go ahead, you can use your tap water, but it's not too bad, $1 for that. All right, the brushes go in, and this creates a pretty firm hold on the record. All right, comes with a bottle of cleaning solution. This helps make the dust and the particles off of it kind of coagulate and drop to the bottom so that it's not distributing on your records. You can buy a 32-ounce bottle of this for like $9-10, and it says it'll do up to like 10 to 15,000 records. So use 2 capfuls of this and just put it right on the brush. All right, there we go. Put that out of the way. All right, we got our, I like to have the towel set up to put it on. Once you do this, you want to go ahead and have a bunch of records ready, because like I said, depending on how dirty it is, it'll do 20 to 50 records. So you just want to kind of put something on the TV, put some music on if you weren't shooting video, and just get to work. So little Bob Seger and Silver Bullet Band. This record I checked out, had some smudges on it. This one was I think bought at aftermarket. I don't know if you can see in there. Looks pretty good, but there is some dust on there, some fine hairs, few fingerprints. But you go ahead, slide it down into there. You just push it down until it touches the wheels. And then I found flats of your hand, and you just spin it 3 times. And you got to use a little bit of pressure. So 3 times clockwise. And then 3 times counterclockwise. And you do have to put a little bit of, I don't like to grab it with your fingers, so just at like 10 and 2 and spin it 3 times in both directions. And then it's, all right, good to go. We gotta kind of pull it up. I like to, and then I like to let it drip down into there. Let that go back in there. And then I like to set it on the one towel and then use the other one to dry it off. Again, in that circular motion, follow the grooves. You don't want to go against it. Then if you need to, I mean, you can, there's not as much stuff on there. Might be hard to see in the video, but it is cleaner. And then I'm gonna set it, we got a little extra drying rack there. It doesn't need much more time. It's ready to go. You can start playing that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and run a few more through this and then come back and see if we can see some stuff in the bottom of this. All right, so that time-lapse video is gonna make this look really fast, but I'm through about 21, 22 of these. There's been some double albums, but for the most part, looking pretty good. Just finishing up here. Let's see, this water has definitely gotten dirty. I don't know if you can really see all the particles down in there, but it is not as clear, and there's a lot, and I'll show you when I rinse this out, see if we can see it. All right, so we're just rinsing those out because you want to make sure it gets, and then we'll thoroughly dry it. Let's see when we, oh yeah, look at the, can you see it? Definitely a bunch of dirt and grime in there. That's good. We don't want that on our stylus when we're playing it. Guys, there'll be a link in our description with where you can find these products. We'll just dry that off and store that in the box until the next round of records that have to be cleaned. Also, shout out Big Fudge. That's the brand of these. Acid-free, non-scratching, archival quality sleeves. Comes in a pack of 50 for about 15 bucks. If your album that you got, like this one, doesn't have a paper sleeve in it, or the paper sleeve is no good, they seem to work pretty well. I mean, archival quality, if it's good enough for the National Archives. I don't know if the National Archives use them, but, you know, then they're good enough for us. But it is nice, slips right in there, and now it's good to go. Hey, little Cobra. That's from Mrs. Review Board's aunt. So, not too bad, couple hours to do that. I stopped for a lunch break. I was allowed to eat. Now, we're through this. I'm not going to save this, but if you were, you take out do not store the brushes in the water. You will rinse those out, but we're gonna dump that out. These pop out, the wheels, nice and easy. You'll rinse everything out and then dry it off and store it. Make sure these get rinsed nice and thoroughly. But hey, not too bad, you know. The spin clean, we liked it. I mean, that's probably about, I've done a good 75 albums already. So definitely takes the dust off. Then, you know, make sure to clean your records when you go to use them. And then, you know, if they get dusty, break this out, do it again. I will play the Bob Seger for you as we go out, just for a few seconds because we don't want to get copywritten. But hey, go ahead, leave a comment. Let us know if you use this. Let us know if you got any tricks of the trade. I would buy a few extra of the microfiber towels because they do absorb a lot, and I'd like to just keep going. Smash the like button, send this to a friend, subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you more stuff. And remember, if no one's told you today, you are a 10 out of 10. Let's go. Gonna play the Bob Seger that we just cleaned as we go out. Much better than it was. Let's see here. I know, there's some kids watching this, they're like, we have no idea what you're doing. All right, it's called a turntable record player. This is a nice turntable by Audio Technica. Good mid-range turntable. We're probably almost through this stylus. We're gonna have to start it soon. Let's start that. We're gonna have to buy a new one here. Then just drop the needle in it. The technology's amazing. Reading the grooves, and then music comes out. Oh, it's a live it's a live album, I can tell. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Gotta play air guitar when you're listening to an album, don't you?